ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
the human, the divine, yes, we know it. The human, absolutely human. When he is human, he is absolute human. Of course, understand what a human is, okay? Human is not an animal. We mistake very often the animal for the human. Swami says, first become human, then divine. So, he shows humility, presence of mind, innocence, all of these at various times in so many different ways. Never uneasy, never embarrassed, always at ease. In one of the interviews, we were sitting, and one boy had to sing something in the drama, and then Swami asked myself and somebody else, one more person was there. Swami asked us, who's going to sing this? So we said, Swami, we just told a name. We told some name, Ashwin, let's say. So as I say that, Swami looked at, there were two Ashwins sitting there in the interview room. So Swami looked at the other Ashwin. Swami looked at the other Ashwin and said, oh, you also started singing. Like that. So when Swami was looking like that, oh, you also started singing. The person who was next to me, another senior person, and myself, we were just looking at Swami. So we didn't know how to react. So with our finger from back, we just showed like this. I mean, Swami, not this Ashwin, that Ashwin. And we just showed it in such a way that nobody can see. No, from back, we just told Swami. You know what he did? He told, oh, I thought this Ashwin. He replied like that. Oh, I thought this Ashwin. Just see that. These are glimpses of divinity, brothers. This is not a glimpse of humanity of today. Real human beings, yes, they have those qualities. They are absolutely at ease. They are humble. Because he is not wanting to show me any of his, the spiritual power there. Why? Why doesn't he show me the spiritual power all the time? Because then me, the small, cannot interact with him, the big. That difference becomes so much that I feel unearthly. So he becomes earthly. He sits right in front like a normal human being and interacts. There have been times where he will tell, see, have you composed this tune? Have you finished this tune? And it took me so much of time to understand that Swami is not going to simply give me the thing as a laddu or a prasadam and say, here comes the composition, here comes this. He's giving me an opportunity to sit with him. He's giving me an opportunity to be with him. Because I have prayed for it in whatever way. I should not say because, okay? Because there's no because with him. He knows the because, okay? So he'll say, hey, that tune. And I'll say, Swami, please, you give the tune. And Swami say, hey, I didn't learn music. I'm not music director. And I'll be thinking, see, I was also not, neither I am a music director. No, you have simply started calling me as a music director. And now you're not giving these things. So such things often happen. But here and there within that he gives glimpses of divinity. At another time he suddenly sent word. Where is that music director, he said. I don't know whether I should go or I should not go. No? Am I supposed to think that I am a music director? But then somebody came and called me because something from drama work was there and Swami was calling those times. So I thought maybe he's referring to me. So where is that music director? So I went out into the portico. He said, director vacharu. Director has come. So I looked at Swami and said, what should I say? So I said, Swami, I am not the director. You are the director. No, he said, no, I am not director. You are director. Human, okay, perfect human. Small glimpse of divinity added as a tag. He said, kept silent, and then he again looked at me and told, I am director for devotees. I am director for devotees. Students, you like that. Suddenly his definition of student there was different. It was not the students who are my only property. At that time, he had changed his frame of reference. He was referring to a different aspect. Because actually there's no difference between students and devotees. Because students are supposed to be devotees. And all who are really true devotees are supposed to be his students. But we differentiate. We remember sometimes, we forget sometimes. So this is the human aspect. Let me tell you some other here and there tidbits. Sometimes they can be useful. Once he called me in for an interview, and this was, I was sitting outside and Swami suddenly calls, and it was a famous Western singer. Swami has called her for an interview, personal interview inside, and the moment Swami goes and sits inside, I was in the outer interview room. Swami said, Shailesh. So I was surprised because he was not referring with that name often. He called me inside. And I was used to that if you go, when Swami is sitting, I would directly go and sit off next at Swami's feet. This time, this lady was sitting at Swami's feet. And unmindful as we humans are, as Swami said, Shailesh, I just went in running. And then I was just going to take my place there. And can you beat it? See, Swami is so beautiful. So he just with his eyes, he looked at me like that. Like, where are you sitting? No? So 2 feet away I sat. We have to remember at all moments the code of conduct that Swami has kept in his organization, in his dealings. Even when I was right in front of God, he's wanting me to remember that. Hey, lady sitting there. How dare you suddenly come and sit off right there? So just with his eyes, and that's it. I could sit behind. And then he says, come on. He used to make me carry one small keyboard to the interview room, and I would take it as not like that mouth organ, okay? But I would also kind of hide it and always keep it with me. Because you see, I am not a singer. I'm not a singer, nor am I a born musician. And he has started making me do such things. So I always needed this support. And I would keep it with me. To the extent that I used to, during the drama period, I always used to catch it under my armpit and keep moving anywhere. Because anytime he may call me, I have to show him some song, some this. And he started referring to it as monkey puppy. By monkey puppy, he meant, monkeys will always roam around with their children clinging on to them. So I am always clinging on to this small keyboard. And finally he used to say, hey, where is that monkey puppy did you get? That's another aspect. He would add humor to everything.
My